Hey, Astro Kids, and welcome back. And in today's video, we'll be talking about the conjunction of Mars and Jupiter in the natal chart. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. So firstly, what do you want to understand to interpret this conjunction of Mars and Jupiter? Well, definitely you want to see this in the D1 Rashi chart. So see where these planets are placed from your ascendant sign. You can also look at this from the moon sign as well. So put the moon in the first house and see where this conjunction falls in the chart. Along with this, you should always check the strength of this conjunction in the D9 Navamsa chart, seen where Mars and Jupiter have gone in the D9 chart. And the D60 will always have the final say. It's very important to see the sign placement of this conjunction as well. If this is placed in a fire sign, then this is going to increase the energy, the independence in this placement. This makes you a very dynamic personality. This can make you very skilled in the world of business. You can come up with all sorts of creative and ingenious ideas. You have a vision, you have this focus in life that you are aiming for with this position. This can make you very successful in life. You're able to achieve anything that you set your goals towards with this placement. This can make you a very skilled entrepreneur. Sometimes, though, there is a need to really focus your energy with this placement if this is afflicted, because this can give you a lot of restlessness, particularly early on in life. But with time, it gives you that enthusiasm, that push, that determination with this conjunction. If this is placed in an earth sign, then this can make you very career oriented, very focused, determined with this placement. You take your time to move forward in a practical way, really thinking every step through carefully, but this makes you very successful in the end. You have this persistence, this willpower to achieve in life. If you have this in an air sign, then this can be a difficult position. Jupiter and Mars are in a difficult position in the air signs. So this could create some high stress levels, anxiety, restlessness with this position. Sometimes there are difficulties because you're very focused towards building relationships, being a part of organizations, groups, networks with this placement. But also, this gives you a great intelligence as well. You have all sorts of innovative and inspiring ideas to share with the world if you have this in the air signs. One thing that can be problematic, though, is a lack of focus because you're always generating new ideas, which can take you into so many different avenues. So there's a need to find focus with this placement. And definitely because there is so much of this intellectual energy, there's a need for meditation, for calm, for relaxation. If you have this placed in a water sign, then this can make you a very intuitive person. You could even have psychic abilities sometimes with this position. This definitely can help you with occult sciences, astrology, mysticism, metaphysics with this placement. It could also make you skilled in math, sciences, and psychology, even with this position. You become a very skilled and inspiring person. You're able to really deliver a message in a way that impacts others positively. You have a huge empathy and compassion with this placement for sure. So the house placement also matters in this conjunction. And definitely Jupiter and Mars are going to be strongest in the Kendra houses. That is the first, fourth, seventh, and 10th house of the natal chart. So if you have this placed in the first house, then this is going to give you tremendous energy. This is going to make you very determined in life, very determined to push forward, to take your new ideas forward with this placement. You're always starting a new project, a new task with this position. This could give you multiple streams of income because of your ideas that you're constantly generating with this placement. And because the first house rules the physical body, this could even give you good health and stamina. You could be a very active person with this placed in the first house. If you have this placed in the fourth house, this could be good for real estate, property dealings with this position because Mars has rulership over land and real estate, and Jupiter is a very benefic planet. So, especially if this is placed well in this fourth house with no afflictions, this can be excellent for dealing in real estate. This could also, though, make you restless in the environment as well. You could want to move to different locations, Traveling to foreign lands can be seen sometimes, but it does give you a close connection with your home, with your mother, with your family with this position. If there's afflictions, though, then there can be a lot of arguments and difficulties within the home environment. If you have this place in the seventh house, then this can bring some difficulties into relationships. There can be all sorts of arguments, conflicts happening in this area. And since Jupiter has to do with your belief system, it could have to do with incompatibility in relationships due to differences in belief systems. So, this is definitely something that you want to watch out for. It's really good for business, though, because seventh house is also about doing business. So, definitely, this could make you a very wealthy and successful person with this placement. You can be very independent in terms of how you deal with business as well. You can make an excellent entrepreneur or business person. If it's placed well, sometimes you could even do business partnership. But if there are even any afflictions here, then you can find a lot of arguments and conflicts in partnership. So be very cautious with this placement. If you have this in the 10th house, then this is great for your career. This makes you very determined. You want to do something that will better society, or you want to fight for a certain cause with this placement. This could actually get you into the military, into government jobs sometimes. This also, though, can make you an excellent teacher or motivational speaker as well because of Jupiter being here in this placement as well. So, this could take you into two different directions. Sometimes there is changing in career positions because there's a lot of energy going into this. So, you become very restless here. You need something that's going to keep you active and inspired through your career, definitely. Sometimes, because you are so restless in this area, though, you could actually generate multiple streams of income also if you have this placement. So, what happens then when Mars is conjunct with Jupiter in the chart? This is going to make you, again, a very inspiring, motivational person. You can make a great motivational speaker, coach, teacher, counselor, someone who's guiding other people, instructing others with this placement for sure. This makes you driven towards success as well. You want to push forward in life. When you are knocked down, you get back up and keep going with this placement. But it makes you very righteous in your actions, especially if it is placed well, because Jupiter is bringing in these higher belief systems. So, with Mars here, you're not just fighting with this placement, but you're trying to fight for a greater good. You're trying to bring good into the world with this placement. This can give you great timing as well. You know how to strike at the right time and what time to take a break with this. You know how to manage your energy very properly if this is placed well. This makes you very focused, very well paced in your approach towards life. And definitely, it gives huge discipline. You are very disciplined in the way that you approach everything in life. This placement can make you very much service oriented. You want to give back to the underprivileged to make a difference within society. So you could get into all sorts of forms of charity, donation, being generous and kind to others can definitely be seen when Mars is conjunct with Jupiter. This placement can give you great and powerful speech as well. You have this impact on other people where you're able to teach, to share knowledge, to spread knowledge with others in a way that truly impacts them. You're also someone who isn't afraid to take risk, especially if you have Mars at the lowest degree in this conjunction, then you will just jump into action and figure it out as you go. So you're not afraid to make mistakes, but you always learn from these mistakes and keep trying with this placement. This can make you very successful. If Jupiter holds the lowest degree, though, then you take your time to develop this knowledge and then you take action with this placement. But definitely, you don't want to sit still when you have this conjunction. You're always pushing forward in life for sure. This definitely makes you inspirational towards others. Other people look up to you, see you as a guide, as an influencer when you have this conjunction. The problem, though, is that if this is afflicted, then this can create some issues with ego where you don't like to listen to others, you don't like to receive guidance, and this can create some issues for you. Mainly, you're a very optimistic person. You bring this positive energy, and other people admire this. They feel inspired by this. So, this makes you a very magnetic person, very attractive. You draw in others towards you. This can make you very eccentric, very independent as well. You stand out. Other people notice you when you have this. This can make you skilled in Martian careers such as doing surgery, medicine, healing people with this placement, getting into military, protecting people in some form can be seen. This definitely makes you motivated by education as well. You put a lot of effort, a lot of energy, a lot of time into your education. You want to gain knowledge, you want to gain wisdom with this position and to spread this knowledge out to other people. Sometimes there are difficulties, though, especially when there are afflictions in the chart, because it can scatter your energy where you get really excited and enthusiastic at the start of a project, but sometimes there's boredom, there is difficulty with actually following through all the way with this. But if this is well placed, you have excellent discipline, you have excellent strategic abilities, you know how to push forward with this position. You want to be careful if it is afflicted, it can give you anger issues, impulsive action. You definitely want to watch out for this. Sometimes with affliction, it can also give some health related concerns as well, especially because there is all of this fire energy that Jupiter is exaggerating in this conjunction. So you could have all sorts of high fever issues, anxiety, restlessness, high stress levels. You could get yourself into accidents sometimes. So there's a need to bring some of this energy down, to find something that is relaxing, where you can actually focus this energy constructively. This tends to be good for education, though. You can gain a high level of education if you have this conjunction. And definitely, you are able to put this knowledge out once again. So, other people are impressed by the way that you teach, by the way that you share this knowledge. Sometimes this can make you a preacher, a religious leader of some kind as well. You want to see again which of these planets are strongest in this conjunction. Is it Mars or is it Jupiter that is holding the power here? This can be a great conjunction also for your spiritual journey. This can take you through many dramatic changes and difficulties early on in life, but ultimately it leads you towards this higher spiritual purpose. Once again, you have this motivation, this optimism. So you come back from difficulties. You're able to use this to your benefit, to advance spiritually, to gain through your knowledge and wisdom. So this is an excellent placement. Sometimes this can also show some issues in marriage, particularly if this is not well placed in the chart. There can be all sorts of conflicts and issues coming up in this area. But ultimately, you are able to find a way through some of these challenges with time and experience. Once again, you have this great ability to learn from your mistakes and to make something of this. So I hope you all enjoyed this. If you like this, don't forget to leave a like. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you all in the next video.